All right, guys, welcome back. Well, like as promised, we got the new heater. I pulled out the second heater we put in there. Now I got the biggest one, just like I do in my main garage. So that's in there, kind of framed out the support, because obviously this is a much bigger heater. Redid the pecs. I took the pecs off the walls because that wasn't really needed. That was the original design, so now I got the biggest one. There's a much more airflow. I got it away from the wall now, so I'm going to end up putting the batch that I had in there, all those and this one, back in. It's probably been out about 2 hours, but it's retaining a lot of the heat. Technically the cycle was done, but I'm going to put it back in just to see, maybe for an extra day or two, to see if I can get the temp hotter, how that goes. I'll probably follow up with you guys in maybe a couple hours to see where the temp's at. I'm assuming it's going to climb pretty high pretty quick, hopefully. And then like I said, I'll follow up with you guys and see, but I'm pretty excited to get that heater in there now. So yeah, I lost some water taking the other pecs out and stuff. I'm not going to put it back in the boiler. I mean, I got it in some clean stuff, but I'm just going to add more water to the boiler, and I needed to top it off anyways. I haven't done it all summer, and I'll put some water treatment in there. So gonna get this in there and see within a day if we can get the temp to climb a lot more. So it's pretty crazy though. I mean, this wood's been out, like I said, 2-3 hours, and you just walk over here, I can just feel the heat. I mean, this stuff it's pretty warm, but as you can tell, everything is, I mean, look at the cracks on that. Everything's cracking pretty good. So it's definitely drying, but I want to get it more dry. If I can raise the temp, like I said, another 10, 15, maybe 20 degrees. I mean, who knows? Could be, I mean, technically the BTU of the heater is twice what was in there, and that was pretty substantial compared to what I originally had. So who knows? We'll see. So yeah, stay tuned. It'll be within seconds for you guys, but in a couple hours or so, maybe even later tonight, I'll come back out, do a follow-up, and I'll look at my chart and see how long it took to get up the temp, or to surpass where it was, because it's definitely going to get hotter, hopefully. So yeah, stay tuned. All right, guys, well, it was actually a couple days later. I didn't have a chance to come back and make a video and talk about the progress, but it's been 2 days that I had the new heater in there, and this is the wood that's going right into the trailer to be delivered. I haven't tested anything, but I don't think there's really a reason to. I mean, this stuff is as dry as I've ever had it come out. So it's these three here and these two, but this stuff is dry, and it's pretty cool when you grab the wood and it's warm. I mean, anytime I've taken anything out of the kiln, it stays warm for, I swear, it's like 6 hours. So I mean, it's unbelievably dry. So I'm actually, you know what, I'm gonna keep one piece, the biggest piece in this, which is probably this guy. So this is kind of in the middle here. I don't know, I think this was a dead middle. It was those two, yeah. Let's take this bigger piece here. This is hard maple. So I'm gonna keep this, and what we'll do is later today, when it cools down, I'll split it open and we'll see where she's at. So I'm gonna separate that just so, let's keep it off the concrete so it doesn't wick some water. But yeah, so now I'm gonna load these 5. There's actually, I gotta put 6.5 in there, so I'll probably set you guys up on a time lapse, maybe back here, so you can see me loading them all. Some have the full cutouts on them, like this one's down all the way. That one's not. This one is. This has got to go too, and that one there. But either way, I can still get all the wood to come out just by shaking it. So you won't get a top view, but you get the back, so you'll see how high I lift it and whatnot. So all right, I'll get the strap on her and we'll get going here.
so high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight.
So now I'm just adding a couple extra pieces because I know some of those totes were a little low. So I'm just going to add a couple for extra measure. But so as you can see, I think that's the best way to dump IBC totes. Put a strap on it, lift it up, tip it over, and you could see in that one section where I was trying to really fill the front that I could gently shake it and really fill that. You ain't doing that if you're gonna try to tip over an IBC tote. You're just not gonna do that. So this way, I mean, this almost looks like it was loaded with the conveyor, so I think that's the easiest way. So, but anyways, all I know is the wood that was in the kiln is dry. Makes this wood feel heavy. And this is actual just normal season wood, so I mean it's dry, but that stuff is really dry. So like I said, that was, I think I had it in for, that one was a little bit longer. That was 6 days. And then the last 2 days was with the new heater in there. And I could tell you this, and I got it to go up another 15 degrees. By doing that, and I was already having it in for 4 days with just the other heater, and I was venting the whole time. By doing that, I got the moisture levels, the humidity in the kiln, they go way down quick. So I ran it, I think, for 2.5 days, half a day longer than I normally would, but it made a big difference. So I think that additional 15 degrees more temp, hotter, is the ticket. So I got another batch in there right now, so we'll see how that goes. Like I said, the faster I can get it to be drier, the better, because right now, I mean, every day I hate to look at my phone, text messages, emails, website inquiries, Facebook for wood, and if I can't dry it fast enough right now, I mean, I sold out of my normal seasoned wood already about a couple weeks ago. This is the last of it here. So I've obviously sold more than I have ready to go, but at least now I can dry it. And yeah, I'm spending a little money to make money, but I'm always trying to grow the firewood, because to me that's the easiest money there is. So yeah, no, it's kiln's working as it should. I'm excited now that I got the bigger heater in there, and so far it's working really well. I mean, yeah, it puts a little bit more strain on the boiler, but I'm burning just garbage anyway, so it's no big deal. It's all wood that would have been just rejects or whatever. So, and I got it. I mean, every time I do a, you know, let's say 12 cords from a log truck, I mean, I probably get to probably a full cord of cutoffs, you know, give or take. And that's way more than I need to dry 12 full cords of wood, or just say 11. So it all works out. I mean, all the scraps you get, yeah, some of it goes to kindling, some will just go right in the boiler, but so I'm pretty excited. But yeah, no, this time of year is crazy with wood deliveries. So, and I'd rather make sure I give my customers, especially this customer, what they paid for. So it's better to give them a few sticks extra than not enough. Especially this is 100% their heat source, so I don't want to short them. And that's kind of why I let the kiln go for an extra day, just to make sure that the wood is dry. Obviously, it's still early, they're not burning now, but I'd rather it be dry enough for them to burn. I mean, that's their livelihood in the winter, and that's a really good customer of mine, so I want to make sure I take care of them. So they're getting a pretty good batch. I mean, it's hard maple, I see some hickory, there's cherry in here, ash, a couple sticks of oak. For whatever reason, I don't get much oak here. But that's okay. And if I do, guess what? I keep it for me. Even though locust is better, I believe. And so, to each their own. Like this is some ironwood here. Yeah, this should be good. So yeah, all in all, the update on the kiln's working really well. I mean, it's only been running maybe half hour, so I'm not going to be able to see, I don't think, any moisture. No, she's hot already though. So yeah, no, it's working well. I'm really glad I took a third time's a charm, I guess, with the heater in there, but I got the other one back up there where she belongs. I just got to get it insulated again. Yeah, we're already back up to 120 degrees, so happy about that. It's only been a half hour. So yeah, that pretty much wraps this one up here. Just kind of want to do a little update on the kiln. Should have had that video out yesterday, but that's all right. And yeah, we got 2 full cords to go down the road a week from today probably, or if not a week and a half. They get another 2 full. They still have some left over from last year, so it's a good load. I mean, that's why it's nice to have the tall sides and a tractor that can lift up a full-blown IBC tote as high as you want and be in full control and not be worried about tipping over. And there's no, I mean, an IBC tote for that tractor is no big deal. So, and not only that, when I strap them and shake them, I'm not damaging the tote. You start tipping them over and picking them up and this and that, I mean, you're going to damage them. And I pay for my totes, so people around here think they're gold. So when I have them, I try to take care of them because that's how I store my wood now. So yeah, no, that's, to me, that's the best way. Yeah, it's a little tedious and you got to get off the tractor, strap it, but so what? I mean, sometimes I have help when I do it, sometimes I don't. But as you can tell, that didn't take me very long to fill this guy. Now, if you would have done that by hand, screw that. You know, for those guys out there just loosely filling totes to save time and effort on your body, that's fine. Filling it with a conveyor. But the only thing is, yeah, I know you guys say it's a quarter of a tote, or a quarter of a face cord, or a quarter of a full cord. You don't really know, because like every tote's going to be a different volume of wood. So if you think 4 loosely thrown in is a quarter, it might be one time, and it might not be another time. Or at least now, every single one I stack, it's the same volume every time. Yeah, to me, it's a little short, and I know exactly how many more sticks I need to put in, as I just did, to make it a full face cord or a full cord or whatever it may be. So consistency is key. And I don't think it's very good to be consistently low on a face cord or a full cord or whatever. Like I said, my customers, this is their main heat source. So when they're buying 2, 3, 4, 5, hell, I got a guy that gets 12 every year. And he's got racks set up, so when he stacks it, guess what? It better be 12 full cords of wood. It's what he paid for, you know? And you don't want a customer to have a bad taste in their mouth. I keep saying the same thing. Like, I just got done this morning delivering a face cord to this guy. And he bought a face cord last year from a different company, not far from me. They said it was kiln dried wood. Guess what? It didn't even burn. He's like, no matter what I did, I couldn't even burn it outside in the pit. So, you know, you got to know what you're buying and who you're buying it from. And so I had to go there and talk to him and kind of educate him a little bit on wood. I mean, that's kind of my job, but I've had to do that a lot lately with a lot of new customers. It's kind of getting old, but that's the name of the game, I guess. Sometimes you got to educate people and regain their trust. So, but that's fine. Now I have a customer for life, hopefully. And guess what? We were there talking about some trees, and now I'm going to do some trees for him. So it all works out for me. And you know, doing the right thing goes a long way, and I think a lot of people know that. And there's no reason to take any shortcuts in anything that you're doing. So, but yeah, let me know if you have any comments or questions or concerns on how I dumped that, or any questions on the kiln, and if you're local to me, like I said, I'm in Wisconsin, just south of West Bend, north of Milwaukee, or northwest of Milwaukee. So if you want to buy some wood, let me know. Or you got trees that you want taken down, I'm in the area. So, but yeah, thanks for watching, guys. But as always, keep burning.